Hey there, friends and family. As the weather is starting to warm up, even though it's only February, I always love to get outside and start working out in the garden. So here on our new property, I am getting ready a new garden plot, and I just wanted to bring you guys along just to show you a few tips and tricks for what I'm doing here, maybe that you can implement them at home if you had any questions. So I'm gonna turn this camera around and so I've already worked up this part, not that camera. All right, so I've already worked that up and then brought in leaves that I saved and I collected back on our cement pad from the fall. So what I'm doing here is something that I learned a number of years ago, and that's just flipping the soil so that we're cutting the grass, the turf, and we're putting that under on the bottom side so that we have fresh soil on top. Now, what I would prefer to have done is to work this in the fall, but getting married and moving here and just the busyness of all of that, it didn't happen then. So we purchased this home midway in through September. So let's see, it would have been the end of September because we got married October 15th, and we purchased the house 13 days before the wedding. So I take that back. It was towards the end of September that we bought this house. So anyway, what I'm doing now that it's February, what I'm doing is I'm just simply taking a shovel, and you can definitely do it to whatever width you feel comfortable turning over since it is heavy. So I'm just taking the shovel and I'm going about 3 shovel lengths over, and then I'm going all the way down, continuing that way. And then I just come along and I cut the end. So once I've got all of these pieces, you can see these strips here running. You can see here and here and here and here, anyway, and so on. Those are strips of grass that I'll be turning. So the first one, this spot here, I already worked this spot along this in-ground perennial flower garden area. I already worked this up. So this has already been flipped a couple of months ago. And so here, I take this first row and I flip it up onto this soil. And then I flip the next one over, and then the next one. And as I'm going through, I've got a bucket here, and I'm just picking out some large stones. I'm placing them in the bucket. Just getting those out of the soil. Don't have to take all of them, but the large ones I'm just getting rid of. And then this may be a little tricky doing it one hand, but I wanted to show you guys what's going on. So you just take this cut soil, you flip it over, and just make sure it's completely rotated 180 so that the grass is down and the root side is up. Help it decompose. Now, later on, once we hit the spring and planting time, I'll go through and work this up more, and I may end up pulling some roots if I've got anything that is trying to grow. Obviously, we don't want grass growing in our garden space. So then I just go through and I find some rocks, keep all the good soil. Just get the large stones out. There's some here. You obviously don't have to take them all, but it does help to take out some, just so that we have the soil there. No rocks or roots, going down into stones. And then you just keep on going. Just flip it like this. To get a camera stand so that I can do this with 2 hands. Just try to rotate that grass side, green side down, root side up. Pull out any large roots that may have got cut in the process. Pull this here, flip it over. Now this is kind of a crummy job since I only have 1 hand to do it with right now. But you can get the point of what's going on. We just take that. flipped grass side down. Let's try to make sure that's evenly flipped over. It does feel pretty good out here. It's not too chilly, but I do tolerate the cold a little bit better than some, so if you may want to wait till a warmer day, go ahead. So you see here we've got a root, but it got cut, so I just toss it up there. For right now, I'll go through later on and pick those up so that they're not there. And anyway, so on and so forth, continue on down the line. What we're doing is making a bed of soil here with the grass turned over on one side. And then I'll come through and I'll layer on a nice pile of leaves so that we just have our bare soil underneath. Just as in nature, the bare soil is covered up. Just trying to replicate that here. And not just leaving bare soil to lose nutrients, trying to hold stuff in. So the original plan that I had was to collect those leaves, dig trenches, bury the leaves, and do that. But this is the route I'm going now since we're into the new year. And later on I'll bring in chicken manure from back home and spread that on and get that worked in, and try to make a nice, healthy vegetable garden plot. So we've got this space here that I'm working with, and continue working on flipping the soil. And got two hands this time so that I can show you guys better how this looks. So simply just pick the soil. Bucket of stones. The view of flipping the soil, both hands, and we're going to continue on rotating the soil down this line, about there, and then I will continue on until I've got this full width of garden space that I would like turned over, and then I'll bring over more leaves, scatter them out over the new soil, and just continue on with the process of getting things ready. So we've got, today is February 21st. So that means that in less than a month, I'm going to be starting the tomato and pepper plants. So getting super excited about that. And I'm going to be working on getting that space set up for where we'll be growing our plants. So just looking forward to all that's coming. I will continue to keep you guys updated on the process of getting this garden space ready. I know that I had multiple friends, family asking me for tips on getting a garden space ready at their own home. So I'm just hoping that this video will help you in the process of growing your own food, because I want as many people as possibly can. You've got a little bit of time, just use it. Try to grow a little bit of your own food. Try to get some of these skills under your belt so that you can grow your own food, so that you're not dependent solely on grocery stores or other people. Try to do a little bit each year, and you'll continue to learn and you'll continue to grow more food. So I hope that you guys are enjoying watching, and I will be back in a little while as we continue on the process. So here it is. Thanks for watching. I hope that you guys got some great tips and tricks to starting your own gardens for at home. So I hope the best for you. Have a great day. Bye.